She's another social media influencer on IG model on Instagram, and so that's her job. So she probably has no real job or career to actually get canceled or fired from. But the fact is, this is the double standard. If this was a man, he'd be fired. He'd lose his family. He'd lose everything for
The
doing
fact that
something
it's a
this
girl and it's
this
a white girl, she
this
didn't even get fined
disgusting. And
for
the fact
walking
that
around
this is
naked
the
in
thing,
public.
she just expects men to take it. This is assault on men, and she just expects
That's
them to take it because
she
she's
thinks
so
people are
fine.
dumb. She
She's
thinks
a
nobody's gonna
baddie.
notice that she's
No
naked.
man can resist those pancakes in the back there. There's nothing even going on with her, but she walks.
Chill,
The
Melanie.
basic, below average woman will walk around with pride as though
Chill,
they are
Mel.
something to be adored and worshipped as a goddess and a queen because she was born with a vagina and breasts. How is that fair to men? But they don't care about fairness. Feminism does not care about fairness. They don't care about equality. It is about women reigning supreme. And if that takes keeping their
Yeah, that's
foot
a fact. Let
on
me tell
men's
you what it
necks, if that
is.
means destroying men, if that means
It's
shutting them
women's
up,
way.
drowning them out.
It's women's way of getting their cake and eating it too. These women right here, they don't need to get their cake and eat it too, because they seem righteous. They seem like they got their heads on their shoulders. They seem like they know what they talk about and they know what they're going through. They know where they're going and they know the definitions of women and men and they know the roles that have to be played in society. So, roll the tape.
Shutting them down and keeping them out of all spaces, even
Oh,
spaces
what I
that
was gonna say is this is women's way of getting their cake and eating it too. Like, obviously, everybody wants to live the best life, yo. People are gonna do everything they can to get everything easy, and women will do that. Everybody knows that they're the weakest beings in society, right? There's no offense there. It's just science. So they have to get away. It's a manipulation tactic. It's using your brain instead of using your, you know what I mean, your physical to get over. And what a better way of getting over than to trick men into thinking, into giving them the best existence that they can for as long as they can get it. Like, yo, everything is your fault as a man. Yeah, duh. Because, like, I won't get what I want if it's not. So, therefore, it is. Even if you're wrong, even if you're right, you're wrong. Because you're a man and I'm a woman. You're supposed to let me go first. You're supposed to open the door for me. You're supposed to. And who cares, man? Like, as an alpha male, like, nobody's arguing with women about y'all, like, place in society. Nobody cares. You choose whoever you want to be. You want to be the modern day Jezebel? You go be the modern day Jezebel, lady of the night. Trust me, no man of worth is gonna marry you, yo. Just don't make the mistake of thinking that you can do this for a couple years and then go back and try to fix it and try to get a high value man. It's not gonna work. You're just gonna be crying for hours and hours and wasting your life. You're not gonna, like, trust me, every decision you make is gonna have consequences, yo. This is what most young women don't think about. They think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my whole phase and enjoy my young years, and then you don't think that's gonna catch up to you. Like, you don't think people talk. You don't think the world is small. You don't think, like, you really don't think. And then nowadays there's social media and there's cameras and videos, pictures, and it's so hard to, like, get rid of things. And once it's up, and it's like, yo, you guys have to be mindful of really the decision that you're making, because, like, you think, like, every decision you make now, think about it. Think, yo, would my husband, my future husband, even if you never met him, like, would my future husband approve of this? Like, y'all never think of that. Y'all never ask yourself that question, which is why most people end up in divorce. Most people end up da 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 da, because, like, y'all do so many things and then it catches up to you, and then it's eating you up inside. You let it out. You tell your husband what's going on, what you've done in your past, and he can't take it because he's just like, oh, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. But then everybody wants a man. Everybody wants a good man. Oh, niggas ain't shit or whatever, whatever. Like, everybody wants a good man, right? Like, come on, man. How does everybody want a good man when everybody's not good? Everybody not they make good decisions in their past. Everybody make good decisions. Not everybody could get a half happy man that's made good decisions. You know. Or if you're a high value woman now, you've made bad decisions in your past. At least you've came to terms with it, and now you're a different woman. But still going on and dressing how y'all dress and doing the things that y'all do and listening to the music y'all listen to, it's not gonna work. And you're not gonna attract the man that you want. And the reason why you're saying dudes ain't shit is because you keep attracting the same type of dude because of your behavior. But you don't see that because you never look in the mirror. Oh my God, let me let these women keep talking because if I start talking, it's gonna go there.
As Candace said, that used to be sacred to them, and pushing them out of society in their relevance of out of society, and also their relevance in their position and their importance in the family, then so be it. Because what a woman feels, what a woman wants, a woman will get. And there is no there the ends justify the means. There is no stopping these women. And I hate to even call them women, because they today's modern female is not a woman. It's not what a woman was created to be. They don't think and act like women. Most of them are modern day prostitutes and behave like ladies of the night. They dress like ladies of the night. They have body counts
But
in
my
the
thing is
double,
like
triple, quad.
modern day prostitution has always been a thing. Like you always have to give something to get a woman. It's always give to receive a woman. Like women never give us nothing to achieve a man. It's always the man giving something. It's always you give flowers to a woman, you give a ring, you take her on a date, you give her food. Back in the day, to get married to a woman, your dad had to give like 50 camels to her dad or something like that. Like it's always in exchange for a woman. So it's always prostitution. It's always some type of prostitution, bro. Like for you to get there, for you to get what you want, what all men desire, you have to give something. You gotta produce something. You gotta show something. You gotta give for you to get that. You know what I mean? Like it's always like we're at a deficit and they are the prize, and we always have to get it, give something to them for them to give themselves to us. It's always like that. Like even these two women right here, like I don't know what they're talking about. Everything is modern day prostitution. Like before you went on a date with you went on a date with your husband the first day, did you pay? No, then you're involved in it too. Cause what is that? Like what y'all want to be equal, but at the same time, oh, a man should pay for my dinner and a man should take me out on a date and court me. Like and y'all wonder why men are depressed and men kill themselves and men have the highest what you call it rates, homicide rates and come on, suicide rates. I don't think of these negative words. That's why they're not readily accessible in my available in my brain. But yo, man, that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. So until y'all take accountability and realize, look in the mirror, then nothing's ever gonna change. You know, like you take a man on a date. I'm not saying I want to be taken on a date. Like I believe in the old traditional, oh, open a door for a woman and be chivalrous. But that's just because of the time period I was raised in. That's just because of the movies I watched. That's just because how I see my parents interact with each other. That's just because how my dad taught me how to interact with females. That's just because how the time period was when I came up. That's all. I could have came up in a whole different family, a whole different time period, and I wouldn't have been chivalrous like I am. You know, but that's just my preference. You know, it doesn't have to be like that. We could all be both equal. Like, let's say somebody gets together with somebody, the man has more money than the woman, or he's more well off, then he pays, whatever. But if the woman gets together with the man and she's more well off, then she pays. Why does the man why does why should he feel like he has so much pressure on himself and he's less of a man because he can't do for you when this is all in efforts to achieve true love, isn't it? So is there a price on true love? Is that what y'all are saying? Because I don't understand that. Is there a price on true love? Y'all putting a price on true love, so I gotta buy your love? Like you can't just love me for who I am and then after that see what I could provide, see what I could do for you. And even if I can't provide, teach me how to provide for you. Maybe I know how to provide for another type of woman. Maybe I don't know how to provide for you. I'm speaking in generally for all the men. Teach me how to provide for you specifically. Maybe a man wants to learn how to cater to you. Maybe a man wants to learn how to love you. But the problem is, you women want a man that's readily available, like already programmed to everything that you want. Everything that you hoped and dreamed of, he already has it in his brain. He already knows it. He's exactly how you look, how you want him to look. He's exactly how you want him to think. He does exactly what you want him to do. He has $100,000 in the bank every year, $1 million in the bank, and like no 6 figures, 6 feet. Like y'all, it's too much, yo. Y'all gotta come down to reality. Go outside. Open your eyes. Look who's around you in your community. Is that achievable for you? Is everybody walking around 6 feet tall? If not, then it's not gonna happen for you. I'm not saying give up, but I'm just saying like you gotta be realistic after a certain while. That's why a lot of people get old and they're lonely and miserable because they were never realistic with themselves all their years of their lives. How you living so long and you was never realistic with yourself to the point where you got old and now you can't even uh, uh, um what do you want to call that? You can't even salvage that. You can't even salvage those years because you're old, you're wrinkly. Like nobody likes that. You gotta be young, nice, and you go out there, you look fresh, and that's how you mingle, you mate, and you find your people to last forever, for a lifetime. I'm not saying you can't do it when you're old, but it's gonna be way harder to go out there when you're old and start dating. Like who? When's the last time you saw old people outside dating? And come on, man, let's be real. You old, you got your grandparent, you're a grandparent, you got your grandkids, you got all that stuff already. You know what I'm saying? So come on.
Quadruple digits. I have seen this. I have done videos and reactions to women like this. Women whine and
Quadruple
complain about
digits is
misogyny, but they
crazy.
are raging feminists. Just go to TikTok and see the things that you hear and hear on there. They will claim no, women aren't safe, children aren't safe around them. Where the number one perpetuator of child abuse are women to their own children. So they refuse to look at data, refuse to look at statistics
Yo, that's
because we
another
know
thing.
it.
They refuse to look at data. I was on TikTok today. I went live with a woman that said black men are not good leaders or black men are not leaders, right? And I was like, yo, what are you talking about? And she's talking about, I'm like, where are your stats? Like, what stats are you looking at? Because me, I'm one in front of you right now. I'm taking care of my kid. I'm home. I'm a leader. I'm a certified personal trainer. Like, that's leader all in one right there. I have my own business. I started my own business when I was 21 years old. I'm an influencer or an inspiring influencer. I'm an artist. Like, everything I do, I lead by example. So I went on there. I showed her my kid. I showed her everything. But she's like, "Oh, that's you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, but my family. I learned from them. I learned from my father. I learned from my uncles and cousins and whatnot and brothers." And she's like, "Oh, well, that's you guys, and that's you guys personally." And I'm not talking personally. I'm talking generally. And it's like, yo, you never. It's right in front of you, right? The stats are right in front of you, but you're being in denial. It's like a facade. It's like what you want to believe that's in your head is what you want to be reality. So we can't really talk to you guys sometimes, which is why men are getting so tired with women. We're not even expressing our feelings anymore. You guys haven't noticed that? Like we're not even talking to you guys no more. Not emotionally, not nothing. Like it's just transactional. It's literally purely transactional nowadays because we don't value, like we don't see nothing to value. There's nothing to value. Like like you guys don't embrace the blackness enough. Like our culture is the only culture that wants to be like every other woman but ourselves. Y'all don't proudly rock the froze. You might see like 2 out of 10 that are proudly rocking the froze. Y'all don't proudly do that. You understand?
Is all about feelings over facts. Data and statistics, well, they'll change those. They'll change the definitions of what those things are and the terms of those things if it does not fit their feelings. Now, definitions, the dictionary itself is an assault and a weapon used against
The dictionary's an assault and a weapon used
feminism and
because
a
whenever
woman's
you
right.
whenever you look up meanings and words and stats for feminists, they always try to debunk it like it doesn't matter. Stats don't matter. What matters? Just you guys talking, just talking, just talk matters, like how you feel matters. No, stats matter, facts matter. I don't understand. Like, I'm so lost nowadays, bro. Like,
rightful place in this world. And they wonder why men are walking away and don't want to deal with them anymore. Men
thank
don't
you.
approach me anymore.
We don't even
What?
care
Picture.
anymore.
And
We
I've
don't
covered
even
this woman
care,
extensively
bro.
on my show. She's
Like,
one of the
it's
great
so
purveyors.
exhausting, yo. I'm telling you, I talk to men all the time. We don't care. Until y'all change, we're not gonna care because it's not affecting us. Marriage, we don't benefit from marriage. We don't benefit from any of it. Relationships, we don't benefit. Everything we have to give. We give so much of ourselves. We have to give our money. We have to give our time. We have to give our lives. Like, if something happens, we have to go protect the house. We have to protect y'all. Like, we can't rely on y'all to protect us. We can't rely on y'all to provide for us. We can't rely on y'all to do nothing for us. It's all us doing for y'all. So this is not hindering us at all. You don't hear men out there talking about, oh, I can't find a good woman. No, it's all women talking about, I can't find a good man. I can't find a good man. Why? Because we don't care no more, yo. Y'all are so delusional and like, we just don't. We don't, yo. Until y'all come to terms with really what's going on in reality in society and y'all honest with yourselves and stop the nonsense, we're not gonna care. We gonna chill y'all on. We gonna go ahead, twerk that. What you mean? We don't care, yo. We're tired of telling y'all. We're tired. We're tired of telling y'all, and y'all want to behave like us. Y'all want to be the new niggas. So go right ahead. Shout it. Go ahead. We gonna see how long this lasts. We still having our way. We still having our way. Because it doesn't affect us. We don't benefit from any of that stuff. So y'all better just realize and like men don't care no more, yo. Come on. Shit is out there. And the only people we care about are the women that are righteous. We found a good righteous woman, yo. We disappear. You don't even ever see us again. That woman's lucky. Like, all these women, they're getting good men. Trust me. That's why they're on these platforms talking like this. Candace Owens has a husband. Great man. Melanie, husband. Or man. I'm not sure if she's married, but they got good quality women, men. So at least listen to these women, man. All you women that are talking and so loud and yeah, y'all don't even have vocabulary to even talk.
Purveyors of modern feminism. Yes, Emily Ratajkowski. I don't know what she has done in society other than be naked, what her contribution has been, other than at the very same time on insisting on her nudity, writing a book and convincing us that men are looking at her, making her a sexual object. Yeah, she actually wrote a book and said that she has been objectified her entire life sexually. Poor Emily Ratajkowski.
I'm sorry, I'm just say this really quickly. The first time I ever seen or heard of this woman was when she did a sex scene with Ben Affleck, her full body out with Ben Affleck having sex on camera, of course, in Hollywood. Doing that in that movie, I think it's Gone Girl, or yeah, it's not Gone Baby Gone. It was in Gone Girl. But yes, she's talking about she's being objectified. She was in that Robin Thicke video as well, gladly being objectified as long as she has a check. Again, the modern woman doesn't have a problem with objectifying herself and behaving like a lady of the night and being sexualized as long as she can trick, as long as she's getting paid for it, just like a modern day prostitute.
Ratajkowski. So, anyways, I don't know where she was going the other evening, but I do want to show you this photo of her a night on the town in New York City. It looks like her assistant is descending out of a black car with her, and this is what Emily Ratajkowski decided to wear. Now, if you're listening to this podcast and you don't see it, it is literally a black bra and underwear, and a sheer top on top of it.
I'm sorry, but this is tame to what we're seeing today. And I know she is friends with Kanye, but if you see what Kanye is posting with his wife, she is bare naked. But this is nothing new. To me, this is actually modesty. This is modern day female modesty.
Modern day female modesty is hilarious.
Like a debaucherous whore.
That is modesty
it is
right there.
And
She looks like she's going to the beach.
Well, you're wrong.
This
Your
is worse
wrong.
than the
You're
beach.
You haven't turned
Like, that's worse than the bikini, bro.
You're hating. I'm hating on Emily Ratajkowski because I just
that's crazy. Son.
I just wish I could.
Where you
be
going
this,
to a dinner like this?
But this is who they have
a
and they
see-through
promote
dress
for young women to look up to. Not women using their mind or doing anything great, unless they're talking about smashing the patriarchy or some other nonsense. Then you can listen to them. But this is considered this right here. Let's be honest, guys. The stuff we see on social media. I mean, I see this on the red carpet all the time. I see this in photo magazines everywhere. I mean, this is. Honestly, she looks like she's going to church. The modern day whoredom church. Like, that's the uniform.
Completely sure. She's completely naked. She's also wearing even a transparent heel. So I will ask the question in case you think I'm being unfair. Where is she going? Where is she going that you would say that this is an appropriate outfit to wear? I want you to actually get creative here. I played this game. I said to my producers, in what setting would you say, no, actually, this outfit is appropriate? I'm walking down the street wearing a bra and underwear, and this is totally fine because I'm headed to my sister's birthday, dinner, nowhere, absolutely nowhere. This is perverted. And somehow in our heads and our minds, we've said, no, this is totally fine because
how do women feel like they just have to be naked all the time? Why do y'all feel like y'all just have to be naked all the time? It's so annoying. Like, put clothes on. Coming from a man, like, I don't want to see that, yo. Especially that. Like, not all men like the same thing. So you're all going out there looking like that. Like, bro, put clothes on.
Are allowed to be perverted, are allowed to act in this manner, are allowed to sexually harass people. Do you know how furious I would be if I was walking with my 2-year-old son and she got out of the car dressed like that? She's a perv. Let's just call that out, okay? Women are doing this over and over again while convincing you that they are the victims. And there is no woman who sold us victimhood over the last 10 years more than the artist Kesha. Remember, she wanted to get out of her Sony contract, and so she said that she was sexually assaulted and raped by Dr. Luke, one of the producers over at Sony. Now, that entire lawsuit fell apart, not before she was given awards and the red carpet was rolled out. Poor Kesha. She's speaking for all of us women that have ever been held down in a contract and raped and sexually assaulted and harassed, and she still can't get let out of her contract. Poor Kesha.
We already know that these females will use their tears to get what they want, even things that they've consented to, things that they were gladly accepted, things that they were happy to do. But once their star starts fading or they don't get what they want, they will use their past sexual behavior, the things they've consented to destroy a man and get what they want. They blackmail him and they try to destroy his name and reputation in order to succeed. Women know what they're doing. I don't know why we walk around like women are these innocent angels who do nothing and don't hurt anybody. And it's all these men who are just bad and blah, blah, blah. When women are active participants, and actually, as Candace saying, the leaders of it. Women are the perverted ones. Women are throwing their body parts in men's faces. Women are producing porn en masse. Women are saying are fighting for the rights to the slut walk and all these other things, to be absolute degenerates and want men to have no reaction other than praise and worship for them. We're living in a gynocentric, I guess it's I don't even know what we would call it today. Like it's an authoritarian, gynocentric, just reality, altered reality, that now if you don't bow down to their sexual perversion, which most of these women are, then you are the problem. Hey, there's another story that just came
modern
out
day Jezebels,
where a woman, a married woman, she was getting choo-choos ran on her by two 15-year-old boys. And she was opening herself to that. How many cases do we hear of teachers who are victimizing these young boys and they barely get a sentence for child SA? You did, but if it was a man, he'd be crucified. He'd be deleted. He would just, everything would be against him. But women, she was going through mental health and she was lonely and she had childhood trauma. There's always an explanation or some etc. a dot 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 to explain away a woman's behavior and blame it and turn it back on a man.
She's a victim. Remember that whole thing? She's so strong for talking about the ways in which women are meant to endure sexual harassment in the industry. Well, here's Kesha promoting her new album. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but it's her butt. This is what it is. She has a new album coming out, and she decided the best way to promote that album was with her bare ass cheeks, everybody. Yay, Kesha. She's a victim, though. I want to be clear. She was wearing her bare ass cheeks on the internet, not because she wants attention. It's actually the opposite. So if you're looking, there's something wrong with you. And she even put a sign above her bare ass cheeks. It reads, I drive a Rolls Royce because it's good for my voice. Okay. Doesn't that make you want to buy her album? Don't you understand that women have been held down? This is the reason that we have to be naked everywhere. And I want you to picture if a guy did this, if a man just had a sign over his butt and was bent over looking backwards and said, buy my album. I mean, maybe you might be able to imagine it. It seems to be a lot of the things that we're seeing in the LGBTQ movement. By the way, here's another post from Kesha. Kesha, the victim
There's a lot of things in
sexual
society
assaults.
that are,
You believed one of her
that
stories
are
just changed.
acceptable from women and are not acceptable by men. Like, that's neither here or there, okay? We all know that. So, and women act like they don't know that. It's for a reason. Like, y'all are not the alphas in society. Some women act like they are, and they want to act. They want to live in La La Land and be delusional. And by all means, be my guest. But I live in reality.
Over the years.
But Candace needs to understand, they see this as empowerment, taking back their sexual power. They now have the power to put themselves out there sexually. They're not a victim anymore. It's actually, it gives them strength to say, look, I was once a victim and now I'm tits out. I'm booty out, and no man can censor or block or control me. And I am now I am out from under the rule of these evil patriarchal, I don't even know what you guys are. But so they see that this is what it means. Like they think putting on clothes is oppressive. They think having to put on clothes is
because
men that are there.
It is oppressive in some parts of the world where men don't allow women to show any parts of their bodies and stuff like that, except for their eyes and whatnot. But so women in America look at it as like a slap in the face to men, I guess, around the world. But it's really not for that. They're not that. It's not for that. It's really just for selfish motivations, just to get as much attention as possible. Attention is the new form of currency in America. And it works, and sex pays, and advertisements, and if you keep advertising to the major population where people are low IQ and just shallow and have no sexual people have no sexual demure or no sexual restraint, no sexual decorum, that they'll just jump at anything that seems sexual. Like any little thing that's sexual, they'll jump at it and give it attention. So it's very, very easy to get a whole lot of attention from sexual behavior, sexual advertisement, sexual promotion, sexual perversion. So, and the women get it easier from that category. So, why wouldn't they exploit it? Like, since when have women been known to take the high road? Since when have women been known to take the hard route? Since when have women been known not to take the easy way out? Since when have women been known not to take the come on. So I could have seen this 10 years ago, 20 years ago down the pipeline. I could have told you, hey, this is going to happen because it's just human nature. Women were gonna exploit sexuality eventually in history because of the amount of oppression that they had. Which is why same thing happened with black people. See how black people were oppressed? A lot of different things happen when people get freedom from being oppressed for so long. You know, start to go crazy. And you start to lose your morals and your values. You know? So, hey.
Misogyny and their perversion that they just can't see a naked woman and control themselves. This is the delusion we're under. Everything that's good is bad, and everything that's bad that's good. Clearly, it's like it's end times at this point.
It just says tits out. And guess what? Her tits are out. But again, I need to impress upon you that these women have all shared their stories. They are the victims in society. That is why they continue to act like pervs. So, 2024, I want to welcome men and women to start calling these sorts of women what they are. They're perverts. It's disgusting. I've had enough of it. I don't get it. It's become a mental disorder. I go on.
No, see, Candace, they don't care. They don't have shame. Words like that don't mean anything to them. They actually like that as being a pervert. Like, do you understand? They celebrate those labels. They feel like, again, it's empowering to do these things and to make men uncomfortable, to destroy men, to destroy children, to destroy society, and calling them a pervert they have no shame. Corporations will still support them. Social media will still support them. Universities will still support them. Governmental policies will still support them. Everything will support the whims and the will of a woman, no matter what. So calling her a pervert, that's like winning a Grammy for her.
I say, what is wrong? What kind of a race to the bottom is
That's what I was saying.
And then I asked the question to men, is this even interesting to you anymore? Because I have to imagine it's not. I have to imagine that most men are just bored of seeing this. We get it.
Yes, we're bored.
There's
we
no
don't
mystery
care.
here. There's nothing that you want to love and marry. That's one of these women that I just showed you are married, right? Because you've already given everything to everyone on the internet. I feel like I have slept with all of these women. I can't imagine how everybody else feels. Just like the guy in the gym. Hey, get out of here, okay? We get it. You're obsessed with yourself and obsessed with your body. And the fact that some of these women are mothers, like Emily Ratajkowski, I mean, shame on you. Shame on women. Shame on women in this day and age.
Yeah, I mean, this is the whole point of my channel and why I've been talking about feminism and pointing these things out and talking about it and how it is greater than just, oh, she's for the streets, or, you know, modern women, or this, that, and the other. Yes, I talk about those things and it's important to highlight those, but there's a bigger agenda going on, and it's to destroy the family, and how do you destroy the family? Destroy the importance of the male role in the family. But how do you destroy the male role's importance in the family? Destroy his importance in society. Give all the strength, give everything to women. And it is part of a political agenda. It is part of a world order to just destroy men. And at first I used to think, that's some kooky conspiracy, weirdo stuff. I try to be a very practical and logical person. And if I don't see logical evidence of things, I'm just not going to be like, oh, okay. But I'm actually seeing it, especially if you look at every facet of life. Especially here in the West, in the U.S., and I know this is happening in Canada, this is happening in the U.K. especially. This is happening in Australia and very Western countries, English-speaking countries.
That's why they're
it's happening in other ones as well.
Kids.
But I know the West, and what I see is that the agenda is and has always been, since feminism has come into the world, and feminism has, the second wave of feminism, third wave feminism, is to destroy the man. Because it's seen as men are the ones that create the guardrails and stop women from living the immoral, debaucherous lives that they want to. Given over to women and to run things in this country, to run corporations, to run social media and all these things. You see what happens. Social media tells you as soon as a woman has any opportunity, she's going to use her sexuality to control and dominate men. But this is why men have to stop giving women their power. Like what that guy did in the gym. Just like you, their sexuality should mean nothing to you. There needs to be a mass boycott of OnlyFans. Of men just killing their subscriptions. That is the way we're going to start killing. Unsubscribe from all these women on social media. Don't look at their content. Leave no likes. Leave no comments. Leave nothing. Give them dust. They want to call you dusty, then be dust, be gone, poof, disappear. Men need to en masse unsubscribe from OnlyFans and all these content sites.
These women,
that
let me tell you something. These women are not even making money for real.
To dry up their money,
the ones you see that are making money. Hold on, Melanie. The ones you see that are making money, are the ones that are already famous. They already have a name for themselves, or they're super, super attractive and they've cracked the code, to get exposure. Most of these modern women that are doing these shows and doing OnlyFans, they're not making that much money. Like, who's subscribing to them? Think about it. Like, who's finding them? Who's subscribing to them? They're not. It's like a business. And once you have a business, what do you have to do? You have to whatchamacallit? You have to take care of the business. You have to be there for the business. You have to promote the business. You have to run ads for the business. You think these women are running ads? And no, it's not happening. It's not happening. Therefore, they're not making that much money. Like, I know women. I've seen women have OnlyFans, and they're still in the same situation they were 2 years ago, last year. How are you OnlyFans? You have your vagina on the internet for everybody to see, but you're not even making the money. Like, I'm so sorry. At that point, I had to apologize. Like, I'm sorry. They got you. They bamboozled you, yo. They bamboozled you into putting your vagina, something that is priceless, online for a dollar amount, and you didn't even get rich off of it. People are just, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I really am.
That is how I actually see us rapidly rolling out the plans and the things that we need to do in order to help women crash and burn out faster, so that men can once again have a voice and a rightful place in society. But I don't know how many men are willing to do that, because we know we live in a world full of simps. So, guys, that's it for this video. Leave a comment below. Guys, make sure you subscribe to me on social media below. I'm going to be doing more over there.
That's what you say, Mel.
I've noticed that you guys, if I look at my analytics, so many people are not getting notifications for my videos. Some people said I'm not even showing up in their subscription feed anymore. So it makes me kind of nervous, because YouTube's going to turn the lights off randomly. So if you guys could do that, make sure you are following me in different places, so if something does happen, I can still be in touch with you guys, and hopefully I can set up another platform.
Peace, love. You already know
as well.
My lifestyle is
as another way to have contact with you guys and keep doing what I consider the most important work right now
of
this century. So, all right, guys.